Okay. We're good. Hello. Hi. Does she have a Walkman? She does have a Walkman. Weird. Let's do a gun run. I said before I started the video, I am extremely full of lasagna. And sorry, I had to click on something. I'm like so full that it's making me feel weird. So I might be commentarily challenged early on. Can I do this? I have never done that before. That was fucking cool. Yeah, it might take a second for me to like warm up to the commentary because like my stomach hurts. I know that's like a sad thing to happen for an adult, to eat so much that your stomach hurts. It feels kind of like a thing that you have happen when you are a baby, and then your mom smacks the shit out of you a few times and you don't do it. Like punches you in the face just a couple times. Like nothing, like not a bad parenting kind of thing. Just like she gives you a few quick jabs to the jaw, so you know to stop eating so fucking much. Well, I didn't like really overeat. What I did was I made a big plate and I was sitting and I was watching King of the Hill with Jackie, which, you know, it's a show I make fun of because it's kind of an easy target. It's got a main character who's, unlike Homer Simpson, he's not known for his sloven behavior or his Warrenism. He's known for his intense boredom or boringness. He is intensely boring to a fault, or not to a fault, actually to a positive. It's kind of one of his strongest qualities is how boring he is. You know, it's what keeps him attached to the old family, keeps him selling that propane. But the show is funny. Like Mike Judge doesn't really put his hands on a lot of stuff that's like fundamentally unfunny. He puts his hand on a lot of stuff that may be like to some people unfunny or like a little low-hanging fruit some of the time, but like he does a lot of good social commentary. And you know, the social commentary on like a Texas semi-nuclear family in the 1990s and early 2000s, it's good. It's got some swangs to it. It's got some enjoyable beats, not like hip-hop beats, but like enjoyable. It hits a lot of good story beats a lot of the time in a way that I think is pretty enjoyable, but it still follows the exploits of a very boring man, and because of that, it's pretty easy to poke fun at. But King of the Hill, it's got that woman from the Louis C.K. show as Bobby, and it's got Peggy, who is just like a fucked up narcissist. Like, it's got a lot of people with a lot of subtle mental disorders. Like, Peggy Hill needs constant praise and validation, like constant praise and validation. And you might not think that's a mental disorder because that's pretty common now. Like everybody's seeking constant praise and validation. It's kind of the new hip thing. It's the new drug. It's the thumbs up and the likes and the hits and the views and all of that. Like I'm going after it to a slight degree with my my thing here. I don't really get it, so it's kind of all right. In my case, I don't feel vain because I'm bad at it, because I'm unsuccessful at it. But that kind of like that need of validation is pretty pronounced. There's an episode where hey Kyle, what's up? How was the rest of your stream? I was watching most of it while I was doing other stuff, but I stopped talking while you were dicing up those duns. But it was a good stream to watch. My fucking god, this makes me so mad. I saw a couple of those spins, man. I was like, whoa. Makes me so mad to get a first floor shop that has some very good, very expensive, very unattainable items. I could either buy a key and then get one of the unattainable, or then open the chest and really, really hope, or... Good, man. It seems to fit your appeal. Or I can get table tech blanks and not buy a key. I think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to stick with what we got and maybe destroy some chests. And then, you know, we'll never know. But we also didn't have the magnificence kind of slap us in the butt like sometimes happens. Where we get some shitty red chest item and then we got something we know instead of something that could be better. Dude, yeah, flipping a coin would be cool. I think it would be cool if you had stuff that kind of had like a random element, like not just the wheel spins a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you design a thing with a bunch of different sides, and every time you flip it, it's actually picking like one out of like 400 or something. And it looks like it's a two-sided coin. So there's no connection to what it could mean. Like, so you don't know what if it's heads or tails. Like all meaning removed from the coin flip. I think that's something I would support. What's that? I was gonna say if it picks something randomly from a list of things. Like an online list of certain types of images or something. Wow. Get people to draw stuff. So you just build your own library. Yeah, I agree with that. That'd be really cool, and it'd be completely customizable. This sounds like Pogs. I don't know if I was talking about Pogs here or just with my wife, but we were talking about how she's a little too young for Pogs, which means you're definitely too young to remember Pogs. But Pogs was this stupid game where you like slammed a slammer down and flipped Pogs over. But like anybody could design a Pog. There were official ones and there were unofficial ones because they were basically just like little cardboard circles. So you'd have some like crazy ass designers. You'd have a lot of people promoting products. You'd have all kinds of stuff. You'd have Pogs from like, you know, comic book characters or like, I don't know. There's just all kinds of Pogs, all kinds of designs. And you just built your own library of them. And then when you had them, you basically gambled with your Pogs. You could win somebody else's Pogs. You could win... Like, I think the point of Pogs was to just flip over so that the back was showing. Or flip over so that the design was showing. And then whichever ones got flipped, either design up or design down, you got to keep. I can't remember the exact rules. On the back was a generic, on one side was a generic design, universal to all Pogs, but on the other side was like Leonardo on a surfboard or something, you know? Like it was something real, you really fucking wanted. And the slammers rivaled those fidget spinners in the excessiveness that they could provide. It was a crazy toy craze where like, I remember I had one slammer that was like a metal ninja star, but it still had to be a full circle so that all the spokes of the ninja star kind of curved back around. And you wanted metal ones, like the cheap ones, the ones you got in packs were like, the ones you got in packs were usually plastic and cheaper. But then if you go to like a comic book store or something, they'd be selling Pogs. I feel like it sounds like I'm making this shit up because it's so fucking nuts. But, you know, you could buy an individual slammer, and you get like a more expensive one, like a $5 slammer. I don't know. People were probably spending shitloads of money on slammers at some point. I was a kid, so I got whatever I could convince my mom to get me. And, you know, those were the harder metal ones, more likely to interact with things. A plastic one didn't have the volume, didn't have the mass. So I think the point of a pog fight was you made a bet, and the stacks had to be even. They're basically poker chips, right? The stacks had to be even. I say I'm going to bet 10 pogs, and so I put 10 in, the other person puts 10 in. You stack them on top of each other, right? A stack of 10 pogs or whatever. Each one's like, you know, a centimeter thick or something. So the higher the stack, the harder it is to flip all of them. And then I don't remember if one person picked tails and the other person picked heads, or whoever was trying to win just like had to flip them all to the same side. I don't remember the exact rules, but it was something about flipping them either face up or face down, and that led to you being able to keep the other person's pog. You could do practice rounds. You could do, you know, non-tournament style pogging where you just stacked and flipped, because that's all it takes to entertain kids sometimes. Is anything that could be counted as a game. Hey guys, you're missing the point here. You're supposed to stand next to that thing, guys. Right. You try to flip as many as you can, and then you got to keep the ones that you flipped. That was the final goal. I don't know if it definitely wasn't always like this, because, you know, but it was kid-style gambling, definitely. You flipped them by using the slammer to slam down on the top of the pile. So you wanted a high-quality metal slammer so it would cut through the weight of multiple pogs. If you use a plastic pog, no matter how much force you put on, or a plastic slammer, no matter how much force you put on it, it wouldn't get through a big pile. You got a slammer, it's like, let's say it's, if a pog is a centimeter thick, it's 2 centimeters thick. It's a little bit bigger, and you kind of want to hit on the edge of these discs so that when you hit them, you're not just bouncing off the top of it. You're slamming down with your force, and it's flipping as many in this stack as possible. And that was the whole game. And, you know, it was more about collecting and like pretending like you had a winning strategy. It was like that game that kids played where you try to break each other's pencils in the fewest number of attacks or whatever. It's like, there's maybe a real strategy, but most of the time it was just like, I spent more money on a heavier thing and then I won. Or something. What am I missing on the rules? Because I know I got some of it wrong. I'm remembering a craze from when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And it feels like it was going on for years, but it was probably months. It probably existed in the popular zeitgeist for literally a few months, but I remember it like it was years of my childhood. Oh, right? Okay. Yeah, my wife didn't believe me about pogs. I don't believe her about crazy bones, but she swears they're a real thing. Yeah, I remember Alf, Alien Lifeform, fucking unfunniest cartoon of all time. Unfunny to me as a kid. I never watched it again as an adult to see if I was right or wrong, because who cares, man? See, I think Crazy Bones are a slightly younger thing, because my wife remembers those, and I don't remember that shit at all. She probably just heard me said Crazy Bones and is about to run in here. Dang, man. Money's real rough on this run. Well, we're going to do a thing that I think I'm going to immediately regret. We're going to get this instead of the other chest. Yeah, I mean, she showed me pictures of them, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this thing? Like, what the fuck is this Crazy Bones thing? There are all kinds of stuff. There were Furbies, there were Beanie Babies, there were Tamagotchis. There were so many. Yeah, I think, Roddy, I think we're a little bit too old for the Crazy Bones. Because Jackie's 6 years younger than me, right? I think that's the, like, maximum age of a Crazy Bones fan is like 28. Or someone with knowledge of the existence of Crazy Bones. Maybe not even a fan necessarily. Something good, something useful. Yeah, I actually do. Oh fuck. What? Oh my god! I'm such a terrible shot right now. There. Fuck. Bouncy Boulets are very, very good. We're going to take this path first and then come back to the shop. Okay, yeah. Good. Good, 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 and smart, and right. This run is feeling kinda shitty so far. Come on, reload. We're like using bad guns out of necessity. That's always a bad sign for a run. If I'm using bad guns out of like desire to just save my other guns for later, but now my other guns are not actually that good. I guess it is kind of out of exactly that, but I don't have my guns aren't really good. God, that's strong though. That's weirdly strong, but very, very hard to use. It's so weird discussing. God, what the fuck? The old crazes to like kids from the laptop and computer era. Like, a Tamagotchi sounds like a ridiculous fucking stupid toy that makes no sense if you have an iPad. You know? Tamagotchi was cool. I found out my sister... my mom got my sister and I each a Tamagotchi to see if we deserved to have pets. And I got a cat because I raised my Tamagotchi to grow into like one of the healthier forms. And my sister did not get a pet because her Tamagotchi turned into that weird duck mouth plant thing. Like, real shit. That's what determined whether or not we would be good at raising animals. Yeah, it was a lot cheaper for my mom to buy 2 Tamagotchis and adopt a couple pets and watch us, you know, let them die. She has some good ideas. That mama mine. Ah, motherfucker, I got caught on the wall. Come on, I want some good items. Oops, I didn't think I actually flipped that one. Motherfucker. Woo! There's a lot of damage taken. We're gonna have a rough fucking Old King fight. Maybe even a run-endingly rough Old King fight. No extra defense. No real impressive weapons, so to speak. Well, I guess we got one shotgun. That's pretty good. That will hold specifically for that fight. This thing does a ton of damage. It's just so fucking hard to use. It's like a weird, harder to use alien engine. Bouncy bullets with the membrane make them bounce like 5 times. Yeah. Or something like that. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Whoa, that's kind of neat. I'm never going to really be shooting these at a wall, though. Holy fucking shit. Alright, I'll have to save some ammo just in case we get a black market, but like... I'm feeling real bad about this run in general. Like, no... Yeah, right? Blue chests straight up have the lowest value of any chest in the game. I know me saying that is a surprise to no one at this point, but like, sometimes I feel like I need to say it again. Because it sucks. The only value they have is the blanks, or the table tech stuff, and the what's that thief thing called? The drill, I think, is a blue chest item. I think those are the only ones I prefer. If we can find a way to get some more curse, we can reset it on this floor. Oh, fuck. Wow, okay. That was a bad decision. I was trying to use that fire. This guy is fireproof. What? Dang. Oh, it was one of his ground shots. All right. Well, I'm actually scared about this run now. Yeah, we gotta get some help before the boss, because with just 2 blanks. Huh? Oh, the lasagna thing? Nah, I actually ate too much of my wife's vegetarian lasagna. It was very, very good. It was veggie good. But man, does my tum-tum hurt. Oh. Can I please have, like, one good room clear that's not also gotta be my... Not everything is a Rick and Morty reference. God, I freaking hate Streamlabs. I'm gonna get on. Remind me at the end of this video to get on Streamlabs and turn that shit off. Ooh. Hey. I need to fall prey to my own traps. That's almost definitely a secret, and I don't need to use it yet. Fantasyland? Ken Durson. And who else? Ken and her son. I don't know. I don't know that command, Roddy. I don't know how to correct it. Oh, I have at least one. Okay, so we can sell some guns to make some muns, to buy some keys, to set us free. On the Reddit app that I use Apollo. It has a way, if you highlight text, you can just print it up in SpongeBob meme font. God damn. So we're gonna have like the same quote twice from that one. Oh, this guy's jammed now. Cool. Cool. Ugh. This room is guaranteed to give us no money. Did you guys see that there was a trailer release for Exit the Gungeon now? And it looks kind of cool. It's kind of like a gunwell, or a downwell, sorry, style shooter platformer. You don't shoot straight down. For the Apple Arcade, which means it is like the arcade cabinet Gungeon game, destined to fade into obscurity. But it's probably a cool little side product. The cool thing about the Apple Arcade, and I know that I'm not allowed to like it, and I do have fundamental problems with the platform as a whole, especially since I'm like on the way out for supporting of Apple products in general. It's $5,000, and I actually considered it as stupid as that sounds. And then I bought the Tesla instead. So, and I very, very much think I went with the right decision on that one. It's probably the stupidest thought that I've ever had. I mean, you don't even play Gungeon very much. I feel like it'd be a cool novelty to have, it'd be a conversation starter or whatever, but you know, just give me it for VR or something. Give me it for something that I could do anything else with. Because I know you? Because you've been hanging out here for like 3 years? Just put it on fucking, you know, Steam VR. I don't think you'd make a $5,000 hour to money, hour to dollar. I don't think you would make that purchase worth it, even if you enjoyed the game. Yeah, Kyle, get on it. If you really are a computer scientist, you would have made that already. Alright, we're going to probably just use our blanks and then maybe buy some more. Definitely not fucking holding on to the blanks for this one because I'm scared. Oh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh baby boy, damn it. Oh my god, I'm like dodging my own shot there. I love how Dodger's like, we made enough money off of Gungeon. Let's move on to another project. Psych, it's a bunch of much less accessible versions of Gungeon. Oh, like that Christina Aguilera song? I see how it's similar. Alright, so where's the thing? Every new dodgeball game that comes out... Oh my god, we just got the best weapon. I'm so fucking glad I got this before I sold the recycle bin. Or the trash can. None. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's amazing. That is an amazing, amazing get. Sponge is pretty fucking good too. Dang. That's very good, Roddy. That's very good. Kudos. Oh my god. Alright, so we got another water gun. This one's served its purpose. And maybe this one can go too. And you know what? You know what? I was about to get rid of the curse thing. The thing. Spinny knives. Knife shield. The star pew. Bloop. Bloop bloop. Blah blah. Hmm? Yeah, it is. The star pew is always... Oh yeah, it changes the trash can. Change it to the recycle bin and gives it... No. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. There's one that gives you like permanent knife shields. Until you throw them or something. Or they can absorb more than one thing or something. And it's pretty cool, but it's, whoops. It's kind of... Yeah. Made the knives into rings. Oh, that layer. You can also do that just by having high coolness. Like, you can put out multiple knife shields just by having high coolness. Or dealing a shitload of damage quickly. Or not getting hit for a while. Like, look at how fucking gun the recycle bin is. Did I say how gun? What I meant to say it was how food. Oh, damn it, man. Too much lasagna, the brain's not working. Yeah, I could have had on the first floor the gold amulet. But I didn't have the 68 casings or whatever the fuck I needed. On the first floor. Then I would have just walked into a room, flipped a table, and beat it. TTB is, like, my favorite passive in the game, easily. No, don't steal my knives. Don't steal my knives. I'm trying to get to 2 layers of knife. Oh, Lord. Oh! Okay, so 46 plus 63. I should increase my curse now, right? I should get this one to increase my curse, to increase my income, to make the other one more likely. I'll go down 1 plus 4.5. So I'll just be at 4.5. Right? Yeah. And then this will put me at 5.5 once I get it. Yeah, let's just do it. Don't worry about waiting until we can sell that one. So I need 69. I need 69. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh, did you see that ricochet shot? Oh man, I can't get my other knife shield. I really fucked up on that one. I feel like I just really felt how much more money I'm gonna get based on that one room. Like, these rooms are dropping a shitload of money compared to what they were dropping per room before. Look at this. We're so close already. That was the way to do that. Get the big curse quickly. Then use the profit to buy the big damage. Alright, 4 more. 4 more, President Lyndon B. Johnson. Oh, come on. Nah. Also, where the fuck's all the, There we go. That's all I was hoping for, was that giant gaping mouth man to get hit by the explosion. Damn, I thought that explosion was going to take out the old thingamajong. Minecart baddie. Oh, it was only 63. Ha ha ha. keep throwing them all over to that one side, please. You know, that side that's far away from me. Ah! Okay. I feel like that was a justified little whiny baby panic there. Yes. Yes, indeed. I need to know what synergizes with the fucking nail gun to give me the nail gun blast him up attack. Because that nail gun synergy is dope. That would have been good to have. The hospital is still be good. Regardless. Oh! 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 Oof. I got the Hyper Light Blaster. Man, now I really, really wish I had sold the knives gun, or shield of knives on the last floor. Also, where the fuck is the secret room? Not in here. Maybe down in south. Maybe here. And maybe not here. Maybe here, actually. Come on, you stupid. No, it's right there. No, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. $7.5 curse. A little risky. We'll sell it. We can sell it on this floor. Kyle, you have yourself a very merry good night, miss. I got you on the flip. Damn it, damn it, damn, damn. I cannot believe I got hit there. All about more damage, but, you know, once you start getting bosses that can do double damage and live for much longer, that more damage loses its value, so... We're gonna be smart and not just aggressive. It was not fun to get to 5 away from your streak and then lose it from just wanting to spew high numbers, you know? Especially when you can't even see the numbers. Rooms like this, Mama said there'd be rooms like this. There'd be rooms like this, my mama said. Mama can, mama can. Give me the right attacks. Yes, 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 yes. Get those the fuck out of here. Get those the fuck out of here as well. Ooh, baby boy, that was some good damage. There's a little lonk. I like a little lonk. I don't even know if his name is actually Lonk or if people just call him that. Armor would be dope. Especially with the jamming that might be happening. Come on. Ooh. Oh boy. I swear the nails from that attack, from the nailed bat, used to do closer to the full bat damage. I don't know what happened. It used to be like basically getting the flak bullets. Thank you. If I can sell this bat before I go into the that was close. Before I go into the boss fight, I would like to. Because I don't want to risk the extra cois, or the jam boss. Oh. Walking over a pit's a bad time to rub your eyes, but I did it all with a nookie. So you can take that cookie and stick it in your ass. Fred Durst, you were a fucking poet. Ahead of your time in so many ways. Oh boy. So. We're definitely gonna sell this. And then we're gonna buy this. That'll put us at 6.5, right? So that's still fucking good. That's actually, like, ideal. We'll sell some other stuff soon, too. Let's use this up a little bit. See how it does with all these damage boosts. I do love any gun that I never have to reload. Oh, I love that quality of miniguns. I don't love any gun that I never have to reload. Because, like, you don't have to reload many of the beam weapons out there. I don't really care about a lot of the beam weapons out there. Alright, so let's do this guy real quick. I'm thinking Lincoln. No, I'm thinking it's probably the Wallmonger. Nope. Oh my god! So my curse calculation is a little off. Fuck. I can go back and think through what I have. So I have at least 7. Yeah, I always, whenever I say I'm thinking, I always make that reference, and I don't. It's not gonna change. It's too late in my life for that to change. I'm thinking Lincoln. It's from when they Voltron around Mount Rushmore, I believe. I didn't steal anything? Oh my lord, shitting Jesus dick Christ, holy fuck. Okay, so let's see. 2.5 from Cursula. 2.5 from, or 2 exactly from Elder Blank. Holy Grail is 1. Curse Bullets is 1. And I didn't steal anything. I've never had the ability to steal. Well, there's at least 7.5. I guess I could sell that. I don't want the curse. And the Blood Brooch is only good if you suck. That was a lot of fucking money from that Blood Brooch. Holy shit. How much is this? 68. We got some other weapons to sell. I think it may be that it was... I think that this one behaves wrong. Because it's multiple bosses or something like that. I don't fucking know. What do you want? 2 blues? I'm gonna destroy one of them. Wait. I'm not gonna destroy either of them. I'm gonna open both of them. Right? I'm really shocked that I haven't gotten more or like any jam chests. I should have destroyed the other one. Oh, well, we can destroy this one. It's gonna explode. I guess, no, the trash cannon synergy is a star pew. That's an extra damage to the trash cannon that you're thinking of. I think it's like 5% damage or something. From one singular junk, not from an unlimited number of junks. Where the fuck could this secret room be? Dang, dude. Right? I mean, nobody's using guns in Hyrule, I guess. Alright, well, we're out of here. I got so many fucking weapons that I'm like very, very much in love with on this run. What? And so much damage. I really don't know how... Aw, oh, shit, I left something in that room. What was it? Good night, Bob. Thanks for popping in, dude. It's good to see you as always. Oh, it's still there? Oh, I guess he doesn't steal these. Neat! I'm pretty sure it's been proven that it doesn't work, but I would just fucking love it if someone could make it so that if an enemy's on fire, water does more damage to him. Just because this game needs more elemental interactions. I feel. It doesn't really need anything at this point, but it could stand more elemental interactions. Okay, good. Scary. And then I could use these two weapons like fucking yin and yang over here. Oh god, that was so lucky. Like Bobby and McFerrin. I mean, maybe it does. These guys are going down pretty fast. Maybe just because I want it to, it does. Ooh. Ooh, no thank you. Not yet, at least. I wonder if that'll still be there. Cool. Whoops. I would have sworn I'd changed weapons there, but I suppose not. I want to say something about dodge roll making exit the gungeon on the Apple Arcade that I feel silly to have to say, because it's something that I don't necessarily fully agree with, but it's something that I at least partially agree with. So a big part of the reason that these companies, these developers are making games for exclusive platforms is because they're making something off of it. They're benefiting economically, which is hard to do as a game developer, especially as an indie game developer, especially as a small team indie game developer. It's very, very hard, no matter the level of success, to really do well, because you have to put in years of effort to get there. And if making a game on the Apple Arcade platform gives Dodge Roll the resources to make the next game exactly what they want it to be, then I support them for it. And I probably, unless there's, I'm gonna wait a bit. They already got the money from Apple, and I think the only way for them to benefit further from the interaction is to, I don't know, have enough people play it so that the Apple gives them more money. But I'm not gonna pay for a monthly subscription for Apple Arcade for one game. I would buy Enter the Gungeon for the iPod or the iPhone, like, right away, if I could. I'd buy it outright for $15, $20, whatever. I don't think paying for a phone game, paying a little bit of money for a phone game is like a big no-no. I feel like paying forever for anything is a big no-no. Hey, Girly Cry. Thanks. Thanks for the raid. That screaming clip from Broad City while I'm in the middle of this boss. It scared the shit out of me. Okay, we're gonna use that just out of pure fear. Yeah, it's a bummer that Exit the Gungeon is coming out on the Apple Arcade, but I probably will support it in some way. It's a new game by Dodge Roll and Devolver coming out to the Apple Arcade like next year or something. I don't know when. I don't think they've really announced dates. But it looks cool, and it's on a weird subscription-based model that I do not necessarily support. But Dodge Roll is a company that I do necessarily support. Yuck. It does say on the website, apparently. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is garbage collecting? So, we got 3 fucking synergies with the trash cannon. That's pretty insane. Oh, let's buy armor or something. There's no reason to hold on to this money. But yeah, I don't know. That'll be the second time that a Gungeon offshoot has come to a platform that just doesn't have a huge market. I haven't seen an arcade in probably 400 years. An arcade of any regular sense. I've seen, like, Round One has an arcade, which is a bowling alley in Seattle that has an arcade with fucking exorbitant prices. Beyond that, I don't know if I've seen a functioning, usable arcade anywhere. $30 for a day pass is very expensive unless you're going to play, you know, one of every game. And, you know, bowling is, you pay for bowling separately. I mean, to each his own. I don't necessarily think that $30 to play... you know, I do prefer the pay per day kind of model instead of the pay per life or whatever. I do prefer that, but spending $30 to go to an arcade that might have, you know, a handful of games you really want to play is a lot of money. If I wanted to go play just the Enter the Gungeon House of the Gundead, I would have to pay $30. I can't, like... Yeah. To each his own. I'm not saying like it's a terrible, unbearable, unfair system. I know that every time I've gone to Round One for like a birthday party or whatever, or some sort of celebration, even when I was no longer drinking, it was a fucking arm and a leg by the time I was done for me and my wife. It was like $100 day. Paying for bowling, paying for food, paying for arcade time cards. It was over $100 for like a few hours. And it did not feel like a good deal by then. Oh man, Badu. Probably this. But yeah, if you're there, I think it's free play. I don't really remember. God, what terrible aim. I just feel like I remember going, and you know, this is a sign of my age, but you know, I'd go for $5 to the arcade when I was a kid, and that would last me for a good long while. It was only when I was like already off in college that I went to the first arcade that had a bunch of like $1 per play games, and I'm sure that more and more arcades these days have exactly that as their baseline model. So $30 nowadays probably is a good deal, but like, I'm going off of some antiquated information here. Dude, that's another thing that I hate. Like, I hate subscription models for things. I also hate things like Xbox One points or whatever. Something where you have to transfer your money into a and this was true with tokens, but you could do tokens $1 at a time. They did give you benefits for buying, you know, big numbers of tokens. What? Dang, he fired that second one quickly. Oh yeah, I'm getting ammo back every time I get hit. Fuck, I didn't want to get hit though. But the Nintendo store is actually great because you can, at least the eShop now, I don't know if it's always been this case, but you can buy the exact amount. They try to sell you points, which, you know, I think is pretty shitty, because they've definitely, I know they've tricked some people, into buying points. But it's the gift card thing. It's the thing where they want you to either spend more and then not use all of your money, or spend a portion of it and then have to come back, have to spend the rest of it, have to pay extra to finish off your card. Like, I will never buy anybody a gift card, even though there's tons of times where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to get this person. Oh, okay, that's a smart law. See, more places need something like that, because the reason that these things exist, even if it's points, even if it's a direct 1 penny equals 1 point, you buy them in chunks of points. And then those chunks may end up being less or more than you need. Most of the time they end up being less or more than you need. And because of that, you have to either then purchase more to round it up to pay off a thing, or you're left with money that just essentially has no function. Yeah, that's why on my stream, if anybody's gonna... I understand that you can get bits for free, but if anybody really wants to give to the stream, I'd say, like, direct donation. Because... I hate to say it. Thanks for giving me a platform, Twitch, but, like... Fucking... You're making more money off of me off the ads that are forced on even Prime members than I'm making off of you. Oh, fuck, I thought he was doing the other one. There we go. Whoa! Thanks, Roddy. Hey, you got your first month thing. Your first little guy. And that was an LF. That was an LG LF with a little baby Junkin. Right? That was an LG LF. Thanks, Roddy. I was scared for this one. First floor left me Lead God and Lich Flawless. Were the first things that I used to determine my developing skill. I used to never get either of those, or I would very, very rarely get either of those. So they kind of became a demarcation of a very good one. No fucking wonder I was doing so much damage. I got Unity as the last check, or from the last chest. And Unity is an insane damage boost on top of everything else I had. I shouldn't have sold so many guns. It was fine. I don't need to change anything about that run. That's 144. We're 4 away from tying our record. Dude, I'm going to be sweating bullets on run 148.